Alright, here's this weekend's Crown Vic update. Not much to update. Drove it to work and back this week. Drove it around a little this weekend and nothing went wrong. It's just a nice car to drive now, so we're not going to do any kind of modifications to it or anything, at least until after we get the V8 944 put back together. Then maybe we'll start doing some suspension upgrades to the Crown Vic. But one of the reasons I bought the Crown Vic was this is my Chevy 3500 pickup, and this was my daily driver before I got the Crown Vic. It's a 2000 model 3500, has the 7.4 liter, which is a Gen 6 454, model year's 2000. It's the last one of those. It's the last time they had this body. So it's got the heavy duty suspension, the full floating rear axle, the big 4L80 transmission, and its gross vehicle weight's 9,000 pounds. It's a single wheel, regular cab, 8-foot bed, and that was my everyday vehicle until I got the Crown Vic. Now the Crown Vic, the reason I wanted to get a Crown Vic like this, or like a 9C1 Chevy, was that basically it comes with the same stuff. It comes with the heavy duty suspension, heavy duty brakes, just like the truck. It comes with power steering, transmission, and engine oil coolers, just like the truck has. And you know, it's basic. You know, there's a switch for everything. The truck, you know, everything works on it because, yeah, it's an old truck. It's 21 years old now, so everything still works on it. The cruise control doesn't work, but that never really bothered me, and I never fixed it because it never bothered me. But everything else works. The AC works great on it. It's actually just put a new compressor and a couple other new AC pieces a few months ago. But the trouble is, it's not really worth that much, and I don't really need to have 4 vehicles. So since the Crown Vic replaces the truck, I'll be looking for a home for the truck. It's a good truck. It's got a lot of miles on it though. It's got 274,000, I think. It's not a rusty truck. It's got some dents in the hood. I repainted the roof a couple of years ago, and it got a couple dents in it. Some tree branches fell on it. It also, although it's not a rusty truck at all, there isn't much in the way of rust at all. It has a complete new floor pan on the driver's side. What we believe happened is the gasket for the third brake light started leaking, and the water will run down the window and over onto the driver's side, where it soaked the matting and eventually rusted it out. I've had this truck for over 10 years now, and you know, that one kind of caught me by surprise. There's new floor. Sorry, it's a little dirty, but I just cut out the matting. It didn't leak onto the passenger side, so the passenger side floor pan is fine. There's the engine, the dashboard. 274, 207 right now. That's what it's got on it. Engine's original, trans is original. Got an 8-foot bed. You can generally put close to 2 tons in this truck. Just in the bed. I know I've done it plenty of times. And it just goes down the road nice. I hate to get rid of this, but I really don't need 4 vehicles. And since I got the Crown Vic to replace this, not much sense in me keeping it. We'll get a look at the engine here, the last of the 454s. So if you were a hot rodder, you want to build a hot rod truck, this is a pretty good one. 7.4 liter big block Gen 6. It's got the bigger ports on it than the Gen 5 454, so you could make a lot of power with this. And this is already a good engine and everything works on it, so it would literally be upgrade some stuff like the camshaft and some other stuff, engine internal wise. Exhaust system, this actually has the original stainless steel exhaust system on it. It's 21 years old now, and it's still got the same, all this stuff is original. It's in really good shape. We put a radiator in it not too long ago. It had a crack in the tank on that side, so that got replaced. It gets serviced regularly. Whenever anything's wrong with it, it gets fixed. Start it up here. Oil pressure's good. Alternator charges. It's even got 3/4 of a tank of gas in it. Got a 25-gallon tank. That's the seat belt warning. And that is the daytime running lights. We turn headlights on. That goes out. But yeah, it's nothing wrong with the trans. The trans, I have never had good luck with automatic transmissions, but this thing has been stone reliable for over 10 years now, so pretty happy with it. So yeah, that's the truck. Probably put it on the market for something like $1,200 or so. It's a good truck, but it's not the most desirable thing. It's not one of those 4-door girly trucks that people buy these days. This is a real truck for hauling stuff, and this truck drives really good too. It's the steering's really nice. The suspension is solid. It doesn't sound like anything's wrong with it, when you're driving, and there isn't anything wrong with it. It's not a rusty truck like a lot of these are. It has a little tiny bit of rust in the rear part of that front wheel well there in the fender. And that's all, only where it is. It's right in the fender there. The rest of the truck is good. So yeah, well, we just washed up the Crown Vic, and it's all ready for another week of work. It's Sunday right now, and Sunday evening, and we'll do a couple chores around the house, and that'll be it. It'll be ready. Time to get ready to go to bed so we can wake up nice and early on Monday morning and go to work. But yeah, that's it. Crown Vic update and the Chevy 3500.